Hi there, my name is Rodney Laporte, and welcome again to another version of Rodney's Song Break. Yay! Today we're going to talk about old country songs. And when I talk about old country songs, I mean songs that were written in the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s. We used to call it hillbilly music, the original hillbilly music that became country, or that was really country. And if we're going to talk about that, the first or one singer we have to talk about is Jimmie Rodgers, who Jimmie Rodgers was born in Mississippi in 1897. He was a brakeman on the railway down there, and in 1924 he was diagnosed as having tuberculosis. So his part-time band thing became a full-time band thing, and in 1927 he got recorded by RCA Victor, and as they say, the rest is history. From then on, from 27 through until his death in 1933, from tuberculosis at the age of 35. He was one of the biggest stars in the United States, and his influence is almost immeasurable. He is called the father of country music for a very good reason. So many country artists followed Jimmie Rodgers. In fact, even people like Hank Williams, who himself influenced a lot of people, was greatly influenced by Jimmie Rodgers. And not only that, to say Jimmie Rodgers is the father of country music is limiting him somewhat, because he also promoted blues and opened up a lot of avenues for some of the black blues players who came through in the 30s and 40s. Jimmie Rodgers used to play guitar with a lot of old blues players, and you can hear a lot of that style in his own songs. He recorded one song with Louis Armstrong, Standing on the Corner, and he had Dixieland jazz bands were on backup for a lot of his tunes. So, and Bob Dylan, to show how immense, how legendary he is. Bob Dylan, when he started his own label, Egyptian Records, his first album was a tribute to Jimmie Rodgers, and the people that were on that, who sang, who were influenced by Jimmie and sang, were of course Dylan, but also Bono, Alison Krauss, Jerry Garcia, Dickie Betts, Dwight Yoakam, Aaron Neville, John Mellencamp, Willie Nelson, Van Morrison, all influenced by Jimmie Rodgers. And the song I want to do today is a song that I heard a lot when I was a young boy. It's called Peach Pickin' Time in Georgia. Heard it on the record quite a bit, or my dad or uncles would have been playing this song. When it's peach picking time in Georgia, apple picking time in Tennessee, cotton picking time in Mississippi, well, everybody picks on me. When it's roundup time in Texas, the cowboys make whoopee, and down in old Alabama, it's cattle picking time to me. They got bluegrass down in Kentucky, Virginia's where they do the swing, Carolina, I'm coming to you to spend the spring. Arkansas, I hear you calling, I know I'll see you soon. There's where we do a little picking underneath the Ozark moon. Now when the hard times overtake you, I hope they don't get me. I got a little sweetie waiting for me down in Tennessee. I know I'm going to see her, I hope it won't be long. There's where we pick a little cabin and call it our mountain home. Now when the makers have picked the cotton, I pick a wedding ring. We'll go to town, we'll pick a little gown for the wedding in the spring. I hope the preacher knows his business, I know he can't fool me. When it's peach picking time in Georgia, it's cattle picking time to me. right, Wilf Carter was born in Nova Scotia in 1904, and he started out working in mining in Nova Scotia and then became a lumberjack. He learned to play guitar in those camps. He got on a train and hoboed his way out west to Alberta, became a cowboy out there and had a little band on the side, and was very fortunate to get a job with the Canadian Pacific Railway. And what he would do is he'd be a trail rider, and he'd take passengers would off the train at Banff and such, and he'd take them into the mountains overnight, and he'd sing to them over by the campfire. And he did that, and then he rode on transcontinental trains, sang on there, and he sang on the inaugural voyage of the SS Empress, which was a ship owned by the Canadian Pacific Railway. While he was in Montreal, he had recorded for RCA Victor, and CBS in New York heard him, were looking for a cowboy star, and brought him down and hired him. Signed him to a contract, and for the next number of years, he had a number of hits. He had his own radio show. It was a national show across the United States and in Canada. Down there, they called him Montana Slim. CBS thought they could sell more records. And he had a very good thing going until 1940, when he was in a terrible car accident in Montana, almost lost his life. Didn't perform for almost 10 years. And when he returned, things weren't quite the same. Music had changed a little bit. He never regained his old glory, but he still had a strong following and played for decades. Song I want to sing today is a song that was written in 1937. He wrote it when he was in New York one hot July day, and must have been thinking about Alberta. It's called "There's a Love Knot in My Lariat."
I'll be thinking of you, pal, at sunset time, thinking of the happy days gone by, there beneath those dear old western skies. And I'll tell you just the reason why. Oh, there's a love knot in my lariat, and it's waiting for a little prairie pet. Well, I'm riding rainbow day, my old lasso seems to sway, it twines around and only stray. Oh, there's a love knot in my lariat, and it's waiting for a blue-eyed girl, you bet. When I swing the old lasso, you'll hear my ukulele. There's a love knot in my lariat. I'll be thinking of you, pallet around the time, while I'm riding across that red divide. Every time I throw malaria, well, it takes me back to one I can't forget. Oh, there's a love knot in my lariat, and it's waiting for a little prairie pet. Well, I'm riding range all day, my old lasso seems to sway, it twines around and only stray. Oh, there's a love knot in my lariat, and it's waiting for a blue-eyed girl, you bet. When I swing the lasso, you'll hear my ukulele. There's a love knot in my lariat.
Merle Travis was a fellow who did a lot of performing in the late 30s, 40s, and 50s. He developed a style of playing called the Merle Travis style, and that style was basically a three-finger style where the thumb would do a bass line on the top, on the lower strings, and the bottom fingers would play the melody. And Doc Watson does a really good job of that. Chet Atkins copied that style. But he also wrote songs, Merle Travis did. And he wrote a song in 1946, recorded it. And I remember hearing this song as I was just a small boy, 5 or 6. My dad or uncle, someone was playing it. And it was so vivid, the images, that it made me never want to be a miner. And it's called Dark as a Dungeon.
Come on, you young fellas, so young and so fine. Seek not your fortune in a dark, dreary mine. It'll fall like a habit and blacken your soul, till the stream of your blood runs as black as the coal. Where it's dark as a dungeon, damp as the dew, the dangers are double, the pleasures are few. Where the rain never falls and the sun never shines, it's dark as a dungeon way down in the mine. There's many a man I've known in my time who lived his whole life just to work in the mine. Like a thief for his dope, or a drunkard his wine, a man can have lust for the lure of the mine. Where it's dark as a dungeon, damp as the dew, the dangers are double, the pleasures are few. Where the rain never falls and the sun never shines, it's dark as a dungeon way down in the mine. I hope when I die and the ages have arose, my body will blacken and turn into coal. Then I'll watch from the floor of my heavenly home and pity the miner there digging my bones. Where it's dark as a dungeon, damp as the dew, the dangers are double, the pleasures are few. Where the rain never falls and the sun never shines, it's dark as a dungeon way down in the mine.
Ernest Tubb was a young fellow in Texas, and he, when he was 20 or 21, went over to Mississippi. He went to see the widow of Jimmie Rodgers, who had died 3 or 4 years earlier. He wanted to get an autograph of Jimmie Rodgers and thought that his wife might have one. As it turned out, they became very good friends, and she was instrumental in getting him his first few recording contracts, helped him get him going. And in 1941, he wrote a song called Walking the Floor. Walking the Floor is generally considered to be the first modern honky-tonk song, which means, of course, people go to a club and they have danceable music. So the band will have, in those days, had a full rhythm section, would have steel guitar, have fiddle, have electric guitar, of course, strong bass, and good dance beat. So this song is called Walking the Floor, 1941.
I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. You left me and you went away. You said that you'd be back in just a day. You've broken your promise and you left me here alone. I don't know why you did, dear, but I do know that you're gone. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't slip away, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two, walking the floor over you. Now someday you may be lonesome too. Walking the floor is good for you. Just keep right on walking, it won't hurt you to cry. Remember that I love you and I will the day I die. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two, walking the floor over you. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two, walking the floor over you, walking the floor over you. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please let me know. Please share. And hope you see you again at the next song break. Thank you very much.